everybody. What happened?
We're
Here we
good.
go. Oh my goodness. Happy Valentine's Day and hello. February 14th, 2022, and it's Monday and it is 12:30. So again, hello. Welcome to Inside Northampton Wolves, or Lunch with Linda. We are happy to have you here, and we are really happy today because Comcast just left. We now have speed of 200 Mbps or whatever, and we should be okay. Hopefully. Let me know if it's a little bit better today, because that's the last thing that we can do. I don't know what else to do after that.
I think it's gonna work.
I think it's going to work. I think we're going to have good, smooth reception today. I'm just hearing a noise and figuring out what it is. I think I got it. All right. Say hello so I know that you're here. Hi, Sally. Oh, yeah. The way Facebook is set up now, I can't see comments unless I scroll down. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Rosemary. Hi, Eileen and Stella. And Kate's going to watch the comments on her phone so that I can see where I am in the video. Oof. Yes, so like I said, we just had Comcast. We are now super fast. We used to have Verizon DSL, which was nothing for streaming, and now we are hopefully up to speed and should be able to present to you guys something really wonderful. I feel a little thrown together today because I originally had on a black sweater, and then once we got set up for live, Kate said, "Oh, you have a hole in your sweater," so I took it off. And I put on my striped sweater. This is one of the sweaters that I finished in the last month during my COVID adventures. And one of the things that I wanted to show you about this one is that I was at home in my button jar and put a different button on for each and every buttonhole. So can you see? There we go. Can you see those? I put different buttons on, similar in size, but very different in style, because that's what I had. And I was at home, and I wasn't going anywhere near the buttons in the store. So I did that, and I've done that before. It's such a fun way to use up buttons from whatever button box you may have hanging around, or if you've inherited buttons from a grandmother or mother. I like doing that because it makes me feel good to use them all, because sometimes I only have one or two of a particular style, but I can then really spread my button love around and really have some fun with them. The other thing is that I have on one of the cowls, one of the samples that I did for the Flyby February. We're having so much fun with that. We've already gotten 10 people, I think, to finish the scarves from last week. And I have a tickle in my nose. So remember, if you finish it, whichever project it is that you decide to do, send us a picture of it, put it on the Facebook group, tag us on the Instagram if you're on Instagram, and you will be entered for the drawing on March 7th. So this is the first one that I did, but the pattern that I sent you in the email is actually for this one. And there's a slight, besides the size difference, there is an actual number difference between the two of them. This one is 5 knits and 2 purls. And this one is 3 knits and 2 purls. And this is the one that I started first. And then when I was done, or a few rows into it, I decided I wanted more knits to show. So I took it up to the 5 knits and 2 purls. Now this is a sequence. And there is a book called Sequence Knitting, And we've done sequence knitting almost our entire life. Knit one stitch, purl one stitch is a sequence. We just haven't called it that. But because this is a sequence, the specific number of stitches is not a full repeat. So 5 plus 2 is a repeat of 7 stitches, but you cast on 90. That's a repeat of 7 plus 6. What that means is that as you're doing that 5 plus 2, of course this is low battery, Kate. When you do that 5 plus 2 and you come to the end of the round, you keep the sequence going. You keep doing 5 plus 2. You don't put a marker in. Don't pay attention to the beginning or the end of the round. And just having that 90 stitches forces that pattern off, or forces the sequence off, and it moves your stitches to the left by 1 stitch every single time. So you never have to worry about having we gotta change the lights here. You never have to worry about having a marker or changing the way you start the row. It just automatically takes care of itself. And if you do that correctly every single time, and in other words, just don't ever pay attention, you're gonna get a great slanting line like this. And this yarn is the Huasco. I hope I say that right. Where did I put it? Oh, here. From Aracuana. Here we go. It's a kettle dye, so there is a little variation in it. It's a good hefty worsted weight. I knit with it on that size 9 needle. It's 197 yards for 100 grams, and this is 75 merino and 25 nylon superwash. So it's really squishy and very, very soft. And I think it has great drape to it as well. And the colors are just really beautiful and really spring-like. So there's this really brilliant blue, this gorgeous peachy orange, a gray, Kate's favorite butternut squash kind of color, a red. Looks a little orangey, but it's really a nice true red, I think. The great lime green. This turquoise. This looks like blue on my computer, but it's really turquoise. And this pink. This is a brighter pink than it showing up on YouTube nice, but on Facebook it's a lighter pink. And Sally's asking what kind of cast on did I use? I used a regular long tail cast on, but I used my special join. So if you go, we made a video of that and put that on YouTube, and I want to show you what it looks like if I can even find it when the piece is done. So that is where I joined with by moving the yarn to the front and slipping a stitch. I have to show the YouTubers as well. And then moving the yarn, slipping the stitch back and moving the yarn to the back. So we made a great little video of that join on YouTube Live. You can watch that and try and use that. Remember to use that in your circular knitting from now on. It really makes a nice join. And it's simple. You're not worried about having to do 2 stitches together or casting on an extra one or fussing around pulling one over the other. It's simply move that tail, slip the stitch, slip the stitch, move the tail, put the stitch back and move the tail to the back. And then you can tighten it up as you go as well. So this is 1 skein of the Huasco on a size 9 needle on 90 stitches. Knit 5, purl 2. You got the pattern this morning in the email, and if you didn't get the email, we do have copies of it here in the shop. The Huasco is on the website. I can't remember how much it is off the top of my head. Probably somewhere around $20, something like that. But we've got all of these great colors to do that in, and it's kind of springy looking, so it makes a great, quick, an easy project. And again, if you finish one, I know a lot of you guys are having a lot of fun knitting these little projects out of your stash, which I love to see, because then there's holes in your stash and you need to come in and get more. So more yarn to fill those holes up. So knit away, make sure it's a good solid worsted weight when you do that. And as soon as you finish that, post that picture, tag us on Instagram, and you'll get entered for the drawing on March 7th as well. I'm going to do a little tease over the next couple of weeks so you'll know, because the prize, the grand prize on March 7th is going to be a collection of things. And one of the things that's going to be in there is going to be one of our cute little Sherpas. Oh my goodness, we got a bunch more of these in, and they are wonderful little holders, if you will, for your tools, for your knitting tools. And I love to keep mine right next to me, because then I don't have to balance my scissors. I'm usually balancing them on my chest or putting them on the armrest, and immediately they disappear. This way, everything that I need, cable needle, scissors, you saw I even had a little sewing needle in there. Well, this guy, one of these little guys, is going to be in the prize box that you get for doing with your entry form. And he's a nice, good, solid weight, so that you can make sure he's not going to topple over. And yeah, that's just one of the things that's going to be in there. We've gotten some new things in, and last week I sort of talked about it a little bit. You can see them right here over my shoulder. These are kits. They come to us from England, and they are needle felting kits. So they come in this great presentation box, and everything that you need to make this item is in the box. You get the felt needle, the fleece, you get the directions, you get any wire forms that you need for the inside of it, and you get a felting needle, pipe cleaners, not wires, pipe cleaners, and a little felting mat. This is a great, great project for kids. I don't know if it has an age size on it. I didn't see it, but they're made in Scotland. But it would be great, I would think, from 8 and up. The needle is kind of sharp, so you want to make sure that they have enough fine motor control to not poke themselves all the time with the needle. But we've got several different styles in it. This one has both mama and baby penguin, and then we've got the beehive. Isn't that adorable? And the owls.
The whole family.
I didn't bring them all over to show you because we've got a great little hedgehog, which Kate absolutely loves.
So cute.
He's so cute. So adorable. You see that guy? Again, everything you need is in here, even when it comes to, if you need, this guy has a little embroidery floss for the mouth, and that's included in the kit as well. And a little puffin.
That's the last one we have of that.
Oh, we already sold one of these, so that's the last one we have of the puffin. And we have the mole.
Oh, this guy is so funny.
And the sleeping
glasses.
panda.
He's got glasses.
Yes. So with school vacation coming up, I think that would be a great idea if you wanted a fun craft project to help pass the time with your kids. We've got a limited supply. We got 2 of each for now, and I am pretty sure we'll be getting more of those because they have also included a llama and something else. So we'll be adding to that. And then we also got in one of our new cottons, or one of the cottons that we'll be carrying for the summer. And this is a good, solid worsted weight cotton. It's the Wimbrel from Quince and Company. And one of the first things that's really unique about it is this color. Where'd that come from? Mm-hmm. This is called Cashew, and you can see it's a little bit of a blend. You can see kind of a tan and a white or off-white spun together. This is an undyed yarn, and that means that even the tan is not dyed. The cotton is grown to be that brown color, and then spun with cotton that's grown to be that natural color, and then the two are blended together and the yarn is spun. So this is a really unique, really different, and really organic kind of feel to it. It's very soft, and like I said, it's a nice hefty worsted weight. It's going to make great t-shirts for the summer, and that we've got some great colors that came in this as well. This is the palette along with that undyed one, that kind of orangey, pink, rosy color, the white, the teal, and the blue. So we just got it in last week. I'm going to take some home today and knit with it so I can tell you what it's like to actually knit up, but it feels terrific in the skein. And this has 197, I think I remember. No, 180 yards. In each skein, it's a 100-gram skein. It's $18, so it's going to go far. You're going to be able to do a t-shirt in a good size in probably 4 skeins of this yarn. So that's one of our new cottons. We're not getting a lot of cotton in, but it is one of them. And then the other thing that we got that I am really excited about, I, again, bought this basically sight unseen, but as soon as I saw the color and heard the cover and heard the author, who the author was, I was like, we have to have it in the store. And it came. It is Nora Gaughan's new book, Knit, Fold, Pleat, Repeat, and it is amazing. I can't wait to start knitting from this book. From very simple, I'm going to show you this one cowl. And I'm sorry, I didn't mark the page. Here we go. Very simple cowl. But it's 3 rectangles in a circle. So the picture with the girl in it is how to wear it a different way. And then this picture is basically what you're making. And it's all in how you sew it together. Well, the book is filled with incredible pieces like that are really very simple to knit, but when you're done sewing them together, look at that. They're stunning. Okay, you are going to see me in some of these pieces this summer because I just can't get over how fun they are. This one is called Waterfall. It's a heavy book.
Yeah.
Oh, and they don't have, yeah, there they go.
Oh,
Look at that.
That's pretty.
It's so, so fun. So I can't wait to knit from this as well. And then there are more complicated pieces like this, although they're still not that complicated. They just take a little bit of time to make all of these puckers. But this is Nora Gaughan's new book. Now that it's out, you're going to start seeing people talk about it because it's an amazing and very different approach to simple knit pieces. So we got that in as well. So, there it is. That brings us to today. We just got in a box from Emma's Yarn, and this isn't a new yarn, but it is a restock, and there's one thing in here that I want you to show, that I want to show you. But I can't lift it. So let me open it. Are there any questions, Kate?
There's no questions.
Okay.
Oh, publisher on the Nora book.
The publisher is, I don't know.
Oh, it's under here.
Is it inside? Inside the front.
Abram.
Abrams.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got in an order of Bodacious Bulky from Emma's Yarn, and we have had the Bodacious in the shop before and are in love with it. So this is the yarn from Florida that was started by a young woman, and now her whole family works with her. It's 100% superwash merino, hand dyed. This is called Yarn Husband. A lot of people used this yarn when we had a mitten class. One skein will make a mitten. This is called Heavy Pour, so it's kind of a real wine color. We did get a few new colors in. So this is Tealicious,
The most popular.
the most popular color. It really is. It's brilliant. And I also just wanted to show you that Bess ordered the Year of Gnomes. So Emma's Yarn has put together a whole kit and caboodle of colors to make all the gnomes for this year. So Bess, if you're watching, your kit is here. And finally, because they dyed all the yarn, especially for you,
Oh,
and
bag.
in an Emma's Yarn bag as well. So this whole kit is still available. We've got it up on the website. You do have to order it, and then you do have to wait for them to dye the color. So it takes a little bit for it to come out in, but you can see it says the Year of Gnomes, and there are specific colorways that you can choose. So this one is already belongs to Bess. So anytime Bess is around and wants to pick it up, she can. All right, and then we also got green, of course. Take a Hike, really pretty green. This is my new favorite color, Chasing Waterfalls. Isn't that pretty?
Like the TLC song.
It is. It's so pretty. It's a little washed out on Facebook, but it's really much more colorful than it shows. Oh, and this great pink.
Ooh.
This one's gorgeous.
Garden.
Tropic like it's hot. That is really, really pretty.
Those are all your colors.
Yeah. Maybe that's my new favorite color.
Mm.
Next week's project.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
Inspiration.
All right, so we've got some new stuff in. We are hooked up now with Comcast. Hopefully we're not having any trouble or any skipping or all that other stuff. And because of COVID, I missed my haircut, so I have to wait for another 3 weeks before I can get in. So I just have to be patient. All right, you guys, I think that's everything. I hope you all have a wonderfully happy, romantic Valentine's Day. We already got a little Galentine's gift from our friend Mary that was delicious. We look forward to seeing you. I hope you have some fun with our Fly-By February. Here we are in the middle of the month already. It's flying by, especially when we have those warm days. It's a bit brutal out there today, but those warm days are coming, and that sunshine is nice and strong. So I hope you get to enjoy it and live it up a little today. So we'll be here Wednesday through Saturday again. If you've got any questions, need any help, give us a call and we'll fit you in. In the meantime, go knit that cowl. Bye, everybody.